What's going on? Aaron Murray here with the Players Lounge, and it's G Day week. We get a little football in Sanford Stadium. It's going to be beautiful, hopefully, like it wasn't this past weekend for Easter. So please, 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 good weather for some good football. We're super excited. And if you're really excited and are going to be there early, make sure you stop by Creature Comforts. We're doing our second annual tailgate before G Day. Make sure you go on the website, theplayerslounge.io. Get your tickets, first 500 people. Get a drink on us, a free beer on us. Come hang out. We'll have former lettermen. We'll do some autographs. We'll do a little Q&A, answer some questions, get you ready to go. So from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Creature Comforts right downtown. Come hang out with us. Have a couple drinks. Hang out with the boys, and then get your butt over to the stadium, and let's get ready for a great day. Well, someone that I'm looking forward to seeing on G Day, Oscar Delp, joining us right now, the man with the baby, oh so smooth baby face. I mean, I just put my son down, just wiped his little tush. Your face is as smooth as his little behind. Do you grow facial hair?
I do a little bit, but I keep it trimmed. I'm not a big facial hair guy. Not a big fan of
If
it
you,
on me. I mean, I like how it looks, but I just don't like the feel of it. I don't know. I haven't got to that stage yet where I'm enjoying it.
all right, so if you had a month, or what's the longest you've grown it out? Like, would it be as is it like this, like shadowy, like myself, or could you grow a nice grizzly little something?
I don't know. I've the probably the longest I've gone is probably maybe a week, and you can see it. Like it's kind of like it's not like a beard, but it's like I don't know if you saw that picture of Brock where they kind of posted it in the summer last year where he kind of like looked like he had a beard under his helmet. We all kind of like grew our stuff like I think for like a week or a week and a half, and that's what it kind of looked like. It was just like scruff. But I've never gotten to the point where it's like Brock Vandegrift's where he's got an actual beard, but
Mm,
I've never got like that. I don't know. I couldn't do a huge beard like that.
the leprechaun himself, Brock Vandegrift. Excited to see him play. Is there any unique? Because I feel like all the position groups inside the quarterbacks have like unique, weird. I was about to say kinky, but not kinky, but weird things that they do, whether it's like grow a beard or grow a mustache, or I don't know. Like, is there anything that like you tight ends kind of do and share together as a group?
I don't know. I mean, I think people on our team would definitely agree that we're like the weirdest group, like personality wise. I mean, I know all the DBs are always like Kamari and Tyke are always think something's up with the tight ends, and they're always saying something that we're just the weirdest ones. But I don't know. Every group's kind of got their thing. I mean, the DBs got their their money mob, the smob chain that they all have, and they all run around with all that. But I don't know. I think they think that we're definitely the weirdest position group on the team.
Tight ends always scheming. Our tight ends back in the day was a very interesting bunch. We had Aaron White, who was super outgoing, little wild man. Arthur Lynch, who was my roommate, so I roomed with Arthur for 3 years. Wild man from Boston, and then we had Orson Charles, who I went to high school with in Tampa. So I lived with tight ends for the majority of my time at Georgia, and I will agree with you. They're always a little bit interesting because they want to be receivers, but they're too big to be receivers. They don't really want to block as much, but they have to block a little bit more. You kind of like just you're in a really awkward spot. So I get the personality. I still love you. Like I said, I lived with tight ends for all 4 years of my time at Georgia. You guys are my favorite people in the whole damn world. All right, so G Day's coming up this week. We're all excited to watch you guys. Excited to watch the tight end position group, which is my favorite position in all of college football right now, just because you could do so much with it. But before we get into kind of your development and what we can expect from you, my man Bobo, you kind of you got a little bit of a taste of Bobo last year. I know he was in some of your meeting rooms, but now Bobo as full-time OC. How's it been like hanging out with the man?
Yeah, I mean it's been awesome. I don't think our offense has changed a whole bunch. I mean he liked what Monken did, and we've kept a lot of that stuff. But I mean he's thrown his own wrinkle in here and there, but he definitely hasn't taken any touches away from the tight ends or any of the skill positions. So, I mean, he loves throwing the ball and getting the ball around. So I mean, I think it's definitely it's a great offense, and it's tight ends offense still. So it's going to be
Mm.
exciting year.
Was there any worry about that? Because I mean, Monken, I always tell people like the offense for Georgia for the past few years it's run through the tight ends, then the running backs, and then the receivers. Was there any worry of like, not before Bobo got hired, but like when Monken took the job, that, or even with the rumors that the offense could drastically change and you guys not be as much the focal point?
I mean, I think if we couldn't do it, there would be worries, but I think people know that we've got some dudes in our room and we can definitely run the offense through us as much as we want to, but we also have some insane receivers that have been making some crazy plays. So, I mean, really, our offense could be ran through us or the receivers, but I mean, right now, in the past couple of years, I mean, I think the Titans have been doing a great job, and if we keep that up, I don't think they have a reason to take any touches away from us.
All right, so act like I am your mom or my mom, and explain why 12 personnel is the best personnel, or even 30, if you want to get a little frisky too, why 13 personnel is the best personnel going against defenses in today's game.
We can do what we do with all the receivers on the field, and if you want to stay in and kind of play some smash mouth football, we can do that also. You don't got to be subbing guys in and out. You're not going to be stuck out there with the little dude. I mean, we're all big dudes, so we can either go vertical on you or come hit you in the mouth and just run the ball down your face pretty much.
Amen. Make the defense decide, do they want to go big or do they want to stay small? Then you guys kind of adjust from there. So I was talking to Arian a week ago, and his episode will come out this week too, but he was talking about like how Monken was kind of a little wild. You know, Monken can kind of get after guys in practice a little bit. He said Bobo is definitely calmed down in his old age. I don't know if I believe that, because the Bobo I know used to rip my ass every single damn day in practice. I appreciate it for him, but he got after you. So I know it's just spring, so the prime Bobo could just be kind of still in hibernation right now, getting warmed up, ready for the fall. But what's his personality been like with you guys? Has it been, you know, a little bit different than Monken, or has he been a little bit more tame?
I mean, he's definitely a different personality than Monken. I mean, Monken was always getting after. I mean, if you were off your alignment by half a yard, he would come and rip you a new one. And I mean, that's just how the details are in our offense and at Georgia. And Bobo, I mean, he's the same way. I don't know if he is like screaming as much as Monken is, but I mean, he demands the same amount of perfection in the offense. And I mean, he'll get after you if he feels like he needs to. And I mean, luckily this is not my first spring, so I've kind of know the offense more, so I'm not getting ripped as much this year as I was last year, when I'm definitely still been getting ripped here and there. But I mean, he's definitely a little bit more tame than Coach Monken was, but I mean, he'll still get after you.
I gotta know this, as he has he got after his son at all? I'm very fascinated by that dynamic. So Drew Bobo gonna be a redshirt freshman this year. Had soldier. I got a damn list. The S's kill me. Shoulder surgery last year, and is back. I believe he's practicing. Is he ever? Yeah. Is he a little tender towards him, or is he kind of, you know?
No, I mean, he coaches him the same. It's all fair. He coaches him the same as he coaches every player. I mean, Drew's been playing great this spring. I'm actually living with Drew next semester, so we'll be living together. And I mean, I remember a couple practices, I think Drew had a bad snap or something, and he didn't hold back at all. But I mean, he coaches Drew just like the rest of them. And I mean, Drew's been having a great spring too, and I think he's gonna be a really good player.
Dude, I'm so old. I knew Drew when he was 5 years old. 5. Yeah. Because when I first got to Georgia, I remember we had all the quarterbacks went to Bobo's like summertime, maybe spring or summer. We went to Bobo's for dinner, and Bobo had 5 kids under the age of 5. He had Drew, then the triplets, and then one more. And I'm just like, my God, like just wild. And his wife Laney was showing us a picture of before OC and before the kids, like full set of hair, and then being OC 5 kids later, his bald self. So it's just weird to see, like, you know, knowing Drew from, you know, just out of diapers to, you know, now competing for, you know, a starting job someday at the University of Georgia is crazy, crazy, crazy. What can we expect from you, man? I know you're super excited. You got a lot more PT towards the end of the season last year. We're all excited to see you get in there and do your thing in spring, and then obviously heading into the season. What have you kind of, besides the maturity in the playbook, where have you really felt like you've taken strides forward?
Yeah, I mean, I'm about 245 right now, so I'm probably the heaviest I've been. And I think I was like 12% body fat when we did our bod pod thing. So I feel really good physically, and I think that's helped me a lot in the run game this spring. So, I mean, I'm blocking guys that I would not have been able to block as well last spring and now. And I think that's just kind of a role that I got to take over. And hopefully I can be one of those kind of dominant run game tight ends. And I mean, that's what kind of Coach Hartley wants to see from our group is we want to be the best run blocking tight end unit in the country before all the catches and all that stuff. So that's something that I think I really focused on this spring that I've gotten better at. And then also just the same stuff with the passing game, just being that 1-2 punch guy where you can run the ball with me in there or I can go vertical on you. So just continue to make those big plays and all the touchdowns and catches and just yards after catch and just kind of be an option at all times for the quarterback.
245, 12% body fat. The ladies of Athens, Georgia must be all over your ass because my goodness, that is a large, very shredded human being. So good for you. Damn, I wish I was that big and that less body fat would be nice. All right, so your compadre there, Brock, is just he's best player in the country, one of the best players in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Where, just to kind of freak the other teams out a little bit, where do you think that he's kind of gotten better this offseason?
I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, I feel like every practice that kid gets better. I mean, just watching him run routes and block and stuff. I mean, if he messes up on something in practice, he'll fix it in the meeting room, and then you'll rarely see him mess it up again. So, I mean, he's really just perfecting everything. I mean, he's faster, stronger. He's bigger too. He's put on some weight. So, it's gonna be a scary year for him next year. I mean, he's gonna have a really, really, really big year.
That is absolutely terrifying. So for other teams listening to the Players Lounge, watch out because Brock Bowers is even better. Brock Bowers 3.0 coming at you hot with Oscar in the background doing his thing too. It's going to be a hell of a 1-2 punch. All right, before I let you go, obviously the spring game is an opportunity for a lot of young guys to play, get in front of Sanford, get on Sanford Stadium, get in front of the fans, have some fun. Give me, one offensive guy that is really impressed you. Maybe got that red shirt last year, or even a mid-year guy, and then one young defender, maybe a linebacker that's going to give in the tight end some fit, whether in the run game or in pass coverage.
I mean, I think Dom Lovett, he's been making some plays at practice that have been turning some heads. I mean, he's going to be a really, really good receiver for us this year. I mean, he's going to be a weapon. And, I mean, on the defensive side, really all those mid-year DNs, they're pretty good. I mean, you got Damon Wilson. He's a fast, strong, big guy. And same with Sam and Pemba. And, I mean, I think they're both going to do really well this year and in their future just as they mature and kind of get really comfortable with that playbook. Because I know that defense playbook is not easy at all. And I think they're going to be really good players.
Nice. Well, you guys have like almost 20 mid-year guys. So a lot of new faces, a lot of new bodies, a lot of excitement. So don't forget, once again, the Players Lounge tailgate Saturday, 11 to 3. Come hang out at Creature Comforts, first 500 people. Get a free drink on us. And there's going to be some former players and just a damn good time. Hopefully a beautiful day. And then get your butt over to Sanford Stadium and cheer those guys on. Well, Oscar, man, appreciate you taking some time. Good luck this weekend. Spring day is always a good time. Get it, and then you get a nice little break before summer classes start, man. So appreciate you once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.